This may have affected the odds of the fight, given that Thurgus somehow has power over the zombies and can make them speak. That may have given people a bit more confidence in Thurgus's fighting ability, but the odds had already been set for the fight.
I sent that token over your way, Marty.
Okay. I'm still not seeing where.
VC chat?
Got it. Okay, we'll just have to use our imaginations. All right. I've also lost Max. If someone wants to tell him to reconnect.
Oh yeah, Max.
The horde of Vark seem to be in an excitable mood as you come into the area. They are asking for junk. I don't know if any of you are giving any junk to the Vark. Most of you at this point in time kind of treat the Vark like vermin, or easily ignore them, as they are easily ignorable.
You have junk? Junk for us! Fareosae junk!
No junk today, sorry.
Okay, they quickly move on to the next person. Bukrabek, they seem to recognize or remember his reaction as a priest of the god of trade. He is not giving handouts. Thurgus had gave them some junk. They chant happily Thurgus's name as he wanders by. Fareosae, if you pause, you soon have a mob of junk-loving aardvark folk around you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to move on past him this time.
No junk.
And they seem to get over it very quickly and move on to the next person. Zephyrus, you know that if you just slowly and steadily move through their numbers, they will move out of the way. They do have a sense of survival.
Right, Zephyrus is just going to do that.
The dumb ones probably long ago didn't do things like move out of the way when a Fant enters the room.
Just to make them see that he's moving. He's actually moving his legs, but Zephyrus is not walking.
Okay.
I'll follow in Zephyrus's wake that he causes. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yes, do not follow my footsteps. There are none.
The dejection of the Vark doesn't last long, as other people come into the Pearl Cantina, they mob them as well. The party enters and sees that most of the seats in the cantina itself have been taken. The place is packed full of locals, residents, mercenaries, toughs, bar staff, people who used to or still work in the brothel. You see Sai behind the bar. He's pouring whiskey like mad, along with Samson the Dirty. There seems to be a man who's making everyone laugh. Nay, not a man, a fae, who's dressed in a green hat and has curly shoes with bells on them.
Interesting.
Trying to get back here, sorry.
And he seems to be making everyone laugh. Sai has allowed him at least to stand on the bar. And there are some tough-looking folks that are in the bar this day, including some Ankwani Red Blades, as well as maybe some bounty hunters. People do turn to see who's arriving. Bukrabek, I don't know, is going to slowly shuffle in to try to find a place. He ends up just sort of standing at the bar. Thurgus, there he is. People are now moving out of the way, and they shuffle to make room at the bar for you.
I will draw silent image wand and peek around the corner and fire off a silent image as Thurgus walks in. Like bloody footprint claws will like briefly linger behind him, as if Thurgus's footsteps are the footsteps of the blood bear. And I should be able to cover room for him to make an entrance. I can't do the whole bar, but I can get a little bit of his walking path here for a bit of an entrance.
Okay, your illusions continue to impress, although people think it is Fergus. Christopher is like marching in front of Thurgus, although everyone can't see Christopher, and he nearly gets stepped on a couple of times as people are scrambling out of the way of the real threat that is Thurgus. He, much like a giant gummy bear, struggles to get up onto the bar top, maybe with a little bit of help from Thurgus. There's a drunk hin that is beside you, and there's one guy who's continuing his limericks, and doesn't seem to be too impressed. He's the only one in the bar really making noise as you approach the bar.
While you're doing that, Marty, in the chat, we have King Wrangler. He's prepared liberating command, redeemed a hero point.
That is
Pretty cool.
yes.
Redeem hero
Okay.
point for Max. That is a hero point from Ahmed. So cool.
I'm gonna listen in to Grady if he's talking, and if not, then if the band is playing, I'm gonna hide kind of near them and just pipe along to enhance their.
Okay, so Grady I realizes someone is right behind him. He turns around and is staring right at Thurgus. Samson's pouring Thurgus a drink.
So you think you're a big man, do ya?
Well, I'm pretty big, but you ain't seen nothing yet.
Very interesting, very interesting. I don't recognize your race.
Well, if it walks like a bear, and it looks like a bear, and it smells like a bear,
Are you saying you're some sort of awakened?
I'm saying I'm a fucking bear.
Hey, you're not gonna catch me calling you a bear. Who knows, your people might get fucking a little insulted.
Well, I'm allowed to call me a bear. You have to say I'm an Urson, or a bear person, or the blood bear's gift to all of humanoid kind.
A gift to humanoid kind.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you know, I'll give you this one for free. Do you know what humans don't like to be called?
What do we not like being called? Says someone.
Racists?
Oh, nothing. Good sirs, Cyril.
And he does a bow. He kind of shows his hat. You notice that Sai tries to look inside the hat, but the little elfin halfling leprechaun pulls back the hat before Sai can look into it.
I suppose that would make me a money man.
Some people nearby within hearing laugh nervously, like they don't want to insult the leprechaun.
Thurgus will laugh with
put
them.
down
And,
some money.
What's that?
I will laugh with them. I don't get the joke.
Okay, you do see Rovacek is at a booth, and there's lots of people coming over to him to place bets. Betting is still occurring. His consummate buddy Born seems to be beside him. Born's all dressed up in armor. He's got a shield and a sword that is in a scabbard that he's holding onto the pommel of, and he's definitely trying to act like a guard. Professor, you find yourself a little bit sweaty.
I don't think I'm feeling myself today, Zephyro, so perhaps that morning drink took it out of me.
You could just crawl onto the other shoulders of Fareosae and we could just nap up here.
Yeah, it's pretty high. It's about 9'3" in the air, but it's comfortable. By the looks of it.
I think I'll stick to my own legs for now, but thank you for the offer.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have had that third bottle.
Live a little, right, walking on, for tomorrow we die, as they say.
Bukerbeck was going to go to the bar to sit down beside Thurgus, but there's something about the leprechaun that kind of turned him off, and he manages to squeeze into a seat away from the bar. The leprechaun glanced at Bukerbeck, kind of made this evil grin, but didn't say anything. Zephyrus, are you walking in? Professor, are you guys still clogging the doorway?
Zephyrus isn't walking anywhere. He's gliding in.
Oh, I see. With your overland flight, you are wizard powering in. Got it. Okay, so you glide in.
Yeah, I'll follow along with Zephyros. He's a good way to push your way through a crowded bar.
So
Zephyrus saw that there seems to be a corner stall open on the other side, like a little booth, and he may try and see. Yeah, he may try and see if he can get in there.
Okay, gliding over people's heads is actually a pretty neat way of cutting through the crowd, and you manage to go and situate yourself into that booth.
Come down to the crowd. Excuse me, Moobo. I'm sorry.
The professor.
I'm sorry. You see, my friend did.
I'm sure Mokradom has something to say.
Yeah, the professor somehow ended up here as people were shuffling in. He was trying to navigate through the crowd, and eventually managed to cut through towards where Zephyrus is. Zephyrus, you can squeeze a bit to allow.
Sure.
I'll hesitate a little bit before going into this booth. My hand shakes a little bit as I enter.
Okay. Rovacek actually glanced at Zephyrus as you came over and said, "Our bank's still not broken."
Okay.
Fucking $100 bet. Sorry, Zoller.
He's forgetting about the other
I'll sidle
bit.
up to the leprechaun.
Yep.
That's right. That's right. There's a lot of money on this. A lot of money on this fight.
Ah? You put, did you put gold down, or?
What else would I spend? What else would I put down?
Ah, I kept my gold and used all of that paper that they seem to like so much.
Don't they know it rains?
Ha! You'd think, wouldn't you? But no, they'll just give you more paper and then you can trade it for real things. It's bizarre.
Grady O'Bray is my name. How might be you?
I'm Fareosae. I'm a curse singer.
I might have heard of you.
Yes, the name has made its way around on occasion. You didn't bet any of those big flat silver coins, did you? There's something wrong with those.
Big fat silvers, eh? Not everyone
keep
can
an eye
have
out.
lots of gold. Some of us can have some silvers. Silvers is for the poor people.
So true.
He grins.
Very nice to make your acquaintance.
You don't like the way he's grinning at you after you mention that. It's almost like you really got his attention, and he thinks something is really funny.
Well, good then. Are you a fan of the fights? See them often?
I had a bit of violence. A bit of violence to do anyone good, except for those that get their face punched in. However, it's the money that brings me here. Lots of money to be made.
Can I make a sense motive check while Fareosae kind of talks him down?
Sure.
Or, like, talks him?
Yep.
I just want to pay attention to this little leprechaun dude.
Sure.
Well, I'm happy to see more of the Fey folk.
Ah, you're
Always
the
nice.
curse singer that told everyone to come here.
Indeed.
Have you got a stake in this fight?
I do. I've put some of that paper down on, and I'll just shield my eye and look at Thurgus and wink.
Ah, paper. Why didn't you put down the real stuff? That would be... I'll convince a few people that you really mean it.
I'll make a little side bet with you if you like.
16. It's a shifty little creature that is part drunk. You don't like him.
Okay. Oh, we put down plenty, including some really pointy sticks.
Right then. Are you thinking you make a little wager? A little side bet?
I'd make a little bet with you if you want.
Greedy O'Bray.
You notice I kind of turn and he's listening to the conversation. He's stopped what he's doing, but he's listening. He's pretending to do stuff underneath the bar, but he's like now listening to the words being spoken to his left.
Well, Greedy O'Bray ain't gonna make no poor man's bet. No silver. Ain't gonna bet with no paper either.
Fair enough. Among friends like us, there should be no need to deal in such trivialities.
He says something to you in Sylvan that says the only real bond is blood, and therefore the only real payment is that.
I'll say in Sylvan.
And he's invoking the idea of the Seelie and the Unseelie court, as opposed to like the more individual, individualistic ideas since the breaking of the Unseelie and Seelie court long ago. He's trying to appeal to your Unseelie nature.
I've sung for the court. I'll say in Sylvan, I've sung for the court long in my life, and unleashed a great deal of blood along the way. We're no strangers to that price.
Thurgus, do you speak Sylvan?
I think Max is having video connections. He keeps losing connection and rejoining.
That fire. It's that California fire, baby.
Messing with his internet. Burning away all the bandwidth.
No, he's in Seattle. He's in a hotel room in Seattle somewhere.
Zephyros speaks Sylvan if it helps. But
Okay. Yeah, Zephyros isn't anywhere near this conversation. All right, so the conversation continues in Sylvan.
I say we take him for all his gold. All that he is worth. And trust me, his death will even be more profitable.
The furry one?
Yeah, the one right behind me that's breathing down my neck.
No, he's a big fan of blood himself, and the longer his blood pumps through his veins, the more he'll spill.
I don't think you catch my meaning there, my unseelie friend. Let's take him for all his worth, and his death will be all the more profitable.
Oh, he's worth more to me alive.
Nonsense.
He should be worth more to you alive, too.
A big shaggy heap like that?
You'd be surprised. I'll tell you what, though. If you think blood is the ultimate prize, maybe we should bet in some of that. If my man wins, you extract some blood for us from someone we choose, and if my man loses, I'll extract some for you.
Well, try this my way. I might go back to yours in a second. Almighty Thurgus! I don't believe we've been introduced. I'm Grady O'Bray, a money man, just like you're a bear man.
You're muted, Mix.
Why? Because I'm made of money.
Are you thinking that that you should loan us some so that we could bet on him?
I hear you're betting on yourself. Perhaps we could make a little bit of a side wager. How about 25,000 soles worth of gold?
Did he say that in common?
Yep.
Oh.
We could cover it in magic.
You actually have 25,000. Well, then let's make it 50.
Huh. How would we pay it if we lose it?
That's a good question.
He switches to Faye for this, or to Sylvan.
The point is for him to be in our debt.
Oh. Well, that's an interesting thought. I think he's already in my debt.
Oh, really?
In a sense. He had some troubles with some of the authorities around here, and my friends and I helped him out a bit.
Have you placed bets already?
I've placed a bit, not a large amount. I could place more.
What do you say, Thurgus? 50,000?
What? I mean, clearly this is a test of faith, and the blood bear is with me, so, yeah, of course.
You have 50,000?
No, what was that stuff you were talking about? I was assuming there was, like, something in good faith or something.
I can't back 50,000. None of us could back 50,000.
I absolutely would take that bet, but I can't. Sorry.
You might be able to pay in services rendered instead if you were to lose. Although, if you were to lose, how would they collect anyway? Are you going to resurrect him if he dies?
It's not a bad idea.
Isn't it? Yes.
But I'm sure we'll definitely claim the corpse.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Your body's worth quite a bit to someone.
Is that what you're saying? If I die, you get to keep my body, and that's the collateral?
Oh.
I see no downside here. And Thurgus, like, plays his hand, like, just totally, like, oh, yeah, I'm dead.
You win, you get 50,000, you lose, you're dead, you know? Who cares?
How about this?
Thurgus honestly has, Thurgus has no context or concept of losing. He honestly believes.
Sylvan, and I'll say, I think you may know some people that think his body's worth quite a lot. And I'll tell you what, if he loses, you can give his body to them and claim your reward. But if he wins, you're going to help us claim some of their bodies. How about that?
I'll have to fucking think about this a bit.
I think it would be a lot of fun. Either way, a lot of fun.
Mr. Thurgus, you took too long to accept my offer. Perhaps we'll have to arrange other things.
He turns to Fareosae and hops down from the bar, and he wanders over, and you can see that he taps somebody on the shoulder, and a rough-looking, I don't know, warrior, priest, bounty hunter.
Okay.
You're not sure what. Kind of pulls him off to the side, and the two of them are talking.
I took too long to decide. I kind of feel like I said I was game from the beginning.
Kind of. Maybe I made too tempting a counter. And I figured I'd say this very quietly to Thurgus, right up to kind of his ear.
Bukerbeck taps Thurgus on his shoulder. I hope you did not make a bet with him. It's loud in here, and everyone can't really hear exactly everything that's going on. He is a, how should we say, loan shark.
Is he not good for it?
Not the
If
sort
he's
of
in too
person.
deep, he'll have too great an incentive to make sure you lose.
Well, I don't think I made a deal with him. I will take that into consideration should he come back, though, because, Bukerbeck, I value your counsel.
He thought your body was valuable, Thurgus.
Oh, fucking everybody does. They cut me open and was playing with my inside bits.
If he knows the people that think your body is valuable, maybe he could bring some of their bodies to us.
If he knows the people that think my body is valuable, he will help us, or I will paint this building with his intestines.
Fair enough. I am going to flutter over to the band.
Okay, let's go to the Henry Zephyros booth.
Yes.
Zephyros, you notice that Henry's sweating a lot.
Is it hot in here, Zephyros? Can't seem to stop sweating.
Is it hot in there, or is it just him?
It's warm because it's the last day of summer and it's packed full of people, but you shouldn't be, like, Henry's been in the desert before. He shouldn't be sweating a thick glaze of sweat.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Why did it look like you were swimming?
I don't know. I feel not myself. Something this place is just. What is that? Oh.
What did you say earlier about Zellara? Do you think that could have something to do with it?
Oh.
Henry,
Usually.
there is that screeching static of a black place with all sorts of tar dripping from the ceiling and from the ground, forming stalactites, stalagmites, and columns.
I'll reach out and grab.
There are things crawling around in the tar, like screaming and trying to get out, that are in pain, like they're being birthed by and simultaneously being absorbed by the tar.
Oh God, I see them, Zephyros. Do you see them?
I don't. What do you see?
It's like you're having flashes of a different place.
I see it. The place beyond the outside. The place of the tar-heeled demons. Oh, no.
And then all of a sudden, as you shift a little bit, you stop seeing it.
Oh, wait. That's better. I'll shift back and see if they come
Okay,
back.
you realize that your foot is touching a particular tile on the ground.
Zephyros, was there not talk of some sort of bloodstone earlier? Yes?
Yes, there was. Somebody mentioned it.
Look at this. I'll prick my finger and drip a drop of blood on it and see what
Okay,
happens.
it's like they had some sort of ceramic tile, but they met in the corner of this little booth a place of the old foundation and just simply smoothed the foundation instead of putting tile on top of it. And every time your foot hit the foundation, you seem to be having these, like, flash some realm. You prick your finger as all of my laptop or my computer just went flicker. Something's You prick your finger on what hand? Okay. All right, so you drop some blood from that hand onto the old foundation. Briefly, it just like it's a drop of blood on a bit of stone, but you see the blood gets absorbed by the stone. Okay. Ever so perceptibly, the foundation is shaking slightly, like some drinks are clattering, and like it takes people a while to kind of notice. It reaches a slight crescendo and then subsides. What kind of questions are you asking? Like, what sort of knowledge are you applying? Interesting. Give me a second. I'm just doing a sound check. But there's an ad, so. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, I can hear myself. How about others? Okay. Can can someone turn on, like, it's hard for me to turn on the actual stream to check our, yeah. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Now, well, let's restart the VC call. Oh, can hear you now? Okay, great. All of us? Awesome. A weird hiccup. I have got no drop frames, so I don't know what did that, which is weird. Can't hear others. Okay, thanks, Ahmed. That wasn't helpful. Let's restart the VC call. All right, how about now? If somebody could be checking. Yeah, thanks. If not, that weird pause might have been a bit more insidious. Okay. All right. I'm just going to do a quick reset of XSplit because that is the next thing down the chain of ridiculousness. It's actually showing up like bars in XSplit, but for some reason something happened. So give me like 3 to 5 minutes. We'll take a quick bio break, and we'll be right back. Yep.